Greetings, family. It's Reggie O here once again to bring you an encouraging message. First and more foremost, I want to thank the God above for waking us up this morning, for allowing me to sit in the day, allowing me to use my gift, give me a voice and a vision to encourage people, to employ people, to uplift people. So I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in to my channel. Continue to follow me on YouTube, Walking in Purpose with Reggie O. Follow me on Instagram, only_1 Reggie O. And I hope you've been enjoying this message. So go ahead, like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. I have several motivational videos, encouraging videos that can help you throughout your life and throughout your day and throughout the situations you encounter. Family, today I got something on my mind that I want to share with you. Yesterday, as I was getting my young daughter ready for school, like I do every morning, a thought came across my mind. My young daughter, she's 6 years old, and all you parents out there know how it is, getting up early in the morning, trying to get kids ready for school. You got to fight with them. You got to fuss with them. Me and my daughter, some morning she wakes up on her own side of the bed. Some morning she wakes up on the other side of the bed. So sometimes it's a little challenging, to get her up and to get her going. I even have to sometimes sing songs and like little rhythm and rhymes to get her going throughout her day, to pick her up, to where she can go. We go brush her teeth and wash her face, and we get her clothes on. And I don't know, something about kids. Kids know they go to school every day. They got to get up to school every day, but for some reason they want to stay up all night. What's up with that, parents? I go through the same thing. If you're a parent, my kids do the same thing. Well, my daughter said something yesterday when we were putting on her clothes. My daughter, she's very particular about what she wear. Even sometimes the clothes that my wife and I pick out for her, she'd tell us, I don't want to wear that. I want to wear something else. Somebody out there know what I'm talking about. So we said, no, baby girl, you got to wear this. It's cold today, or mommy wants you to wear this. My daughter's 6, but she sometimes thinks she's 16. She's so smart and bright. So one day, yesterday morning, we got up to get ready for school. And as I was putting on her clothes, put on her shirt, put on her pants, put on her shoes. And my daughter has a watch. My wife bought my daughter a nice little watch, kids watch, nothing expensive, nice, got digital things on it. And it's something she likes, colorful, So every day my daughter likes to wear this watch. And if I forget to give her this watch, she'll remind me, say, hey, Daddy, you didn't get my watch today. Or if, she'll tell me right there, she remembers, but if I forget and she go to school without her watch, she said, Daddy, you forgot to put my watch on. So this morning, each and every morning I get up, I make sure I put my daughter watch on, because my daughter's the boss. She's the youngest in the house, and anybody that has kids know that the youngest one, especially the little girls, they got your heart, and you'll jump through hoops just to do anything for them, and also, of course, for any of my other children. I have 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, happily married for 9 years, been blessed thus far. So my daughter says something as I'm putting her watch on. And as I'm going, first of all, I'm going to get her watch. And as I go to get her watch, she doesn't seem as enthused as she normally is when I'm getting ready to put her watch on. So I come to her, I bring her her watch, and I said, baby girl, my daughter's name is Kaylin. I said, Kaylin, what's wrong? She said, Daddy, my watch is broken. I said, what do you mean this watch is broken? It's fine. It's the numbers on it work. You can still see the time. I just have to change the time or adjust the time every day, because for some reason my daughter, I'll set the time in the morning, and by the time she get home from school, the time has China time on it. So I got to change time. So I said, the watch looks fine. All I got to do is adjust the time. She said, no, Daddy, I don't want to wear that watch. It's broken. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, look, this piece right here that loops it in to keep the band all the way on and make it look nice and neat, it's missing. I said, well, just because it's missing doesn't mean it's broken. That watch may have a flaw, may have a defect. I said, but this is still a good watch. Your mother bought this good watch for you. She bought it for Christmas. It was a gift. Well, my daughter was like, well, I don't want to wear it. And I thought, she said, she went even to the point and said, you know what? I want a new watch. I want to throw it in the trash. And I'm like, wait a minute. Just because something is broken, just because something is flawed, doesn't mean we should throw it away. Doesn't mean you can't wear it, because it still looks nice. And I thought about that. At that moment, something hit me in my mind. I said, we as people, we see things as broken. We see people as broken. We see people as flawed. We sometimes see people defective by the things they do in life and the decisions they make. And we immediately write them off. Sometimes we write ourselves off. We think that we're not worthy. We think we can't make it. We think we're no good because we make a little mistake. We slip up, we trip. We run into a wall of failure and shame, and we think as people that my life is not worth it. I'm not worthy. I messed up. I screwed up. I need to just throw my whole life away. But I'm here to remind somebody out there, because people, each and every day, people go through tests and trials, and people want to give up. People think they won't amount to anything. People think they can't be anything just because they didn't grow up with two parents in the household. Just because they're from a single parent household, people don't think their future is bright. Just because they're not the most intelligent person in their classroom, young people think that they can't make it and they can't be successful. Even us as adults, we can't drive the car like other people drive. We don't live in the house that other people live in. We don't have the money that other people have, and we just think that we're broken and we're no good and we won't amount to anything because of the situation we're currently in. And I'm here to remind somebody that in spite of all of that, you are still purposeful. God still has a purpose for you. You are worthy. You are successful. You are loved. You are abundant. You are somebody. You can be anything you want to be in life. It doesn't matter where you start, it's where you finish. I'm going to say that again. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you finish. It doesn't matter what background you come from, just as long as you finish. It doesn't matter if you had two parents in a house, or if you only came from a house of one family, or if you were even an orphan, or even if your family abandoned you. You are still worthy. You are still loved. God still has a purpose for you. God created you for a purpose. So don't allow negativity to get into your mind. Don't allow Satan. Don't allow evil things to cloud your mind and make you think that you're not worthy, because you are worthy. We are worthy. And we got to remember that. We got to tell ourselves that every day. When we look in the mirror, I talk about it all the time. We got to have daily affirmations, because sometimes as human beings, our mind gets overwhelmed with things, and all of a sudden our mind just wants to give up. But we got to feed our mind. We got to remind ourselves that we're worthy, we're able, we're successful, we can do it. It's not impossible, because things are going to be hard in life. We're going to go through some ups, and we're going to do some ups and downs. We're going to go through some heartaches, some headaches. But we must remember that although our situation may seem broken, doesn't mean that we have to throw our life away. Doesn't mean we have to give up. It doesn't mean that things cannot get better, because things can get better. They will get better, but you got to continue to move forward. You got to continue to have faith in God. You got to continue to have faith in yourself. You got to continue to motivate yourself and encourage yourself. Don't allow life to get you down. Don't allow yourself to throw yourself away because you made a mistake. And it is sad that we do it in the community. When a young man messes up, or he does something, or a young lady messes up or does something wrong, even in the community, we want to write them off. Oh, they ain't no good. I knew they was going to always be like that. They just like their mama. They just like their daddy. Just because you stumble and fall, that does not mean that your life does not have purpose. That doesn't mean that you don't have a future. Because remember, stumbling blocks are a part of success. In life, we're going to fall down. But it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, you just got to get back up again. Life is going to throw you curveballs. Life is going to throw tests at you. But I'm here to remind you that when you get knocked back down, get up. Look yourself in the mirror, dust yourself off, and say, look, I fell down, but I'm back up, and I'm moving stronger than ever. I'm moving forward. My mind is focused. So we got to understand that we are worthy. You are worthy. You have purpose. Go walk in your purpose. Do the things that you delight in to do. Don't allow fear and failure to keep you from believing in yourself. Don't allow what people say about you to cause you to believe that and stop you from pursuing your dreams or aspirations. I remember when I was growing up in Detroit, and I told people I wanted to be an engineer. An engineer, that was unheard of in the hood in Detroit, on the west side. Kids wasn't going to college. Young men, at the age of 16, the statistics said that young men were either dead or in jail. But I had a mindset that I wasn't going to become a statistic. I wasn't the smartest person in high school. Actually in high school, I struggled poorly. I was a class clown in high school. I didn't take my classes serious. And people would even come to me, and when I said I wanted to go to college, even some of the people that I called friends that I hung out with, I played football and basketball with, People I grew up from kindergarten age, they said, man, college, Reggie, you sure? Is that something, is it going to be hard? I'm like, yeah, it's going to be hard, but I'm still going to do it. So even people in my community, the elderly people were like, Reggie, the guy that barely getting a 2.0 in high school, Reggie Osborne down the street, he talking about he wants to go to college? A lot of people didn't believe I can do it. But guess what? I proved them wrong. Because it didn't matter what they believed, it was mattered about what I believed. And you got to understand that it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. It's all about what you believe, what you want to do. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. And if I would have threw myself away, I would not be standing before you today. But I thank God that God gave me a desire. God gave me motivation. God driven me to the place that I am now in life. And because of God, I am successful. I could have given up. I could have turned around. I could have threw my whole life away. But I'm just one of many testimonies out there of people such as one of my, one guy, one of my mentors I watch and listen to a lot, the hip hop preacher, Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas was homeless. Eric Thomas had graduated with his GED. But although he was homeless, although he had a GED, Eric Thomas knew he had purpose. He did not let that define him. He did not just quit and give up. He realized that although my life is broken now, I still have purpose. And look at Eric Thomas today, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, impacting millions of lives each and every day. And think about Eric Thomas. What if Eric Thomas would have gave up? What if Eric Thomas would have threw his whole life away because he was broken? What if Eric Thomas would say, man, I'm homeless, I'm a failure, I can't be, I can't empower anybody. But thank God Eric Thomas didn't give up. Eric Thomas stayed the course, and now he's impacting the lives of millions of others. And I'm here to do the same. I want to tell my story. I want to encourage some young person that in spite of how your high school career goes, you may not be the smartest person. You may not even graduate. You might graduate with a GED. You may be a high school dropout. But guess what? Although you are broken, your life still has purpose. You can get back in line. You can get back up and you can be whatever you want to be. So I hope something was said to encourage you today and remind you that although you're broken, although you're going to go through some things in life, you still have purpose. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the purpose that God has for you. Seek your purpose. Seek your passion. Do what you want to do because there's purpose in your life. You may not have people in your corner that's pushing you. You may not have, all the things you desire right now in your life, but I guarantee you, if you focus your mind and you continue to put one foot forward each and every day, and you continue to overcome adversity, you will be successful. You will get those things that you never had. I remember when I was growing up, we had a rough childhood. I grew up large family. I come from a family of 15 children, and it was hard. We wasn't rich, but we wasn't poor either. But we were close to more poor than being rich, and it was a struggle for my family and I. It was a struggle. Some nights we didn't have hot water. Some nights we didn't have lights. Sometimes my parents, they did all they could, but we struggled at times. But those struggles gave us purpose. Those struggles gave us a desire to say that, look, one day things are going to get better. One day we're going to be in a better house. One day we're going to drive a better car. One day we're going to be in better living conditions. And when I have children, they're going to have a better life than I had when I was growing up. Why? Because I realized that although we were broken, that our lives still had purpose and that we were the authors of our story. And although we were at that particular chapter in our life, we were in charge of writing what the rest of the story is. And I stand before you today being blessed by the best. If it wasn't for God, I would not be here today. I grew up in the west side of Detroit. I made it out of the hood to where I am now, and I'm grateful for what God has done. But if I would have gave up, I wouldn't be able to talk to you today and encourage you. So I want to encourage you, although you may be flawed, although you may be defective, although you may not have the best of the best, you are still worthy. You still have purpose. Now go Walk in your purpose. Be who you want to be. Be the person that God wants you to be. Continue to trust in yourself. Continue to believe in God. Continue to stay focused. God love you. God bless you. Have a good day. Now go. Be great.